Hey everybody! I had posted a couple weeks ago our videos about Miramar Beach and about Hilton Head Island. And now we're getting ready to probably get some more places on a beach. We're going to go to Surfside Beach and then to Myrtle Beach for a little over a week. And yeah, so that should be fun coming up at the beginning of April. So one of the things you might be asking is, how do we go on all these different trips? And it's really kind of a combination of things. One of the things is, you may have noticed that our current trips we've gone on are places that you can drive to from upstate New York. So being able to drive there actually drives some of the costs down, and is actually kind of fun, I've found recently. Kind of used to hate long trips, but it hasn't been so bad in the last couple. We'll see how annoying it is down to Myrtle Beach, and I guess I'll report back. One of the reasons that I'm going on these trips is to, well, take pictures. So photography is a bit of a hobby of mine. So with the driving, especially when you've got a couple people going with you, my sister and Chad, or sometimes I'll have other friends or family who go to the trips with us, and so we generally need a couple of rooms. Okay, so when we go places, and what do we do, where do we stay? One of the first places that we tend to stay is, of course, hotels. One of the first things we did when we started going on trips was obviously staying in hotels, kind of traditional and straightforward. And one of the things that we found out kind of by accident almost, my goodness, probably in around 2008, was that there's hotel rewards programs. And so if you aren't taking advantage of something like that and you are traveling, that's something you should really look into. And by my calculations, the one that we have determined probably is the best one, or certainly one of the best ones, or Hilton Honors program. And one of the things to keep in mind is that if you're going to take advantage of the program, you can join for free. And you can certainly go ahead and get points for every night that you stay at any Hilton property. And one of the great benefits of this, of course, is Hilton has really expanded both their amount of properties, their different brand names, going from new ones like Tru and Spark, all the way to the traditional Hilton or Conrad. They have had Hampton Inn and Embassy Suites, DoubleTree, etc. for a long time. You can go to their website. I think there's like 15 or 16 different chains that they run at different price points. We tend to like the Hampton Inn, Hilton Garden Inn. One of the ways to really, turbocharge your Hilton Honors membership is to use one of their co-branded credit cards. And there are two now that are worth considering, but probably for most people, the one to consider if you are interested in a rewards credit card at all is the American Express Hilton Honors Surpass card. And that has a $150 annual fee. To the extent that if you can basically churn your spending through the Surpass card, one of the things you can get, I think, after $15,000 for the year, is you get a free night rewards. So for most people, if they do churn their spending through one of these cards and are paying it off pretty much regularly, so you're not paying a huge interest rate, it works out to be a pretty good deal, because there aren't that many Hilton properties that you can stay at where the $150 doesn't basically equal that free night reward that you get anyway. So you basically get that part for free, if you will. And depending on what nights you choose to use the free night reward at, it can be a night that's $500, $1,000. It just depends on where you're staying and the time of year and what the room is going for. And the great thing about the free night rewards is it's just that. And as long as there's a room available, you can get it with that certificate. It's great. There aren't like blackout dates or anything, which I think makes the whole program a lot better than, say, many of the frequent flyer programs that get way more complicated. This is much more simple. You have a certificate, you call them up and tell them you want to use it, where and when, and you're basically done. Then the Hilton Honors points, you get so many points per dollar spent on everything that you're putting on your American Express card, and you get all the other benefits from American Express too. So you can kind of stack these benefits together. And I know this sounds like the points guy or something, but it really does make a difference when you can, get your hotels near free or for a lot cheaper. And the points don't ever expire. So, for instance, during COVID, I had saved up enough points over the like 2.5 years, 3 years of not going anywhere, that just last November we spent a week in London. Now granted, it was at a Hampton Inn, for points and a free night certificate. So that part was absolutely free, and that easily was $250 a night. So you put that all together, that's a pretty good return. Even if you're paying interest on it, it can be a pretty high return if you are also traveling. That didn't always work for us. I mean, one thing that was happening is I was starting to go with more people, so it was getting harder and harder to kind of, you know, fit people into a single hotel room. So we're talking about debating whether we're going to get multiple hotel rooms or what we're going to do. And so one of the things that came up, which I might put in the next video, is going to be how we started staying in places that were more than just a single hotel room.